Hey everyone, it's Nate. Today I'm going to show you how to save a lot of money quick. Let's get it. Welcome back everyone. My name is Nate and I'm here to help you master your money. So when it comes to saving money, just about everyone could do a better job at it. It's so easy to lose focus and drop some Benjamins on a sweet new pair of shoes you find, or even to accidentally smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. But in all seriousness, simply put, everyone could be doing more to save. And everyone makes mistakes. And you know what? That's okay. We're human. People make mistakes. You make them, you move on, you learn. Today, I'm going to give you some tips to help trick yourself into saving more money. Let's get into the video. So step one is really going to be quite simple, and that is going to be to wait till tomorrow. And what this means is when you have a big purchase coming up and you're trying to decide whether to get it or not, just wait a day. Just pause and wait till tomorrow to make a decision. Odds are the thing that you were looking at, that you were considering getting, you're going to probably decide against because, you realized a day later, 24 hours later, that, you know what, it's not that important to me. I don't need this. And instead, you can save that money and put that towards your emergency fund or your investments. This is a pretty simple and surefire way to help cut back on unnecessary spending and impulse purchases. So one little bit of psychology here. When you go shopping, your brain releases dopamine. This dopamine creates the feeling of contentment and security and happiness. And so for some people, they get addicted to shopping pretty easily because this is a pretty good feeling to have going on. And because of this, people made the connection between shopping and being happy or feeling happy. But in reality, it's not the act of shopping that brings the dopamine release. What actually releases the dopamine is actually the anticipation of going shopping, the anticipation of going to buy something, that feeling, that readiness, that is what is releasing the dopamine essentially. So one really easy way to cut back on your spending is just simply to go shopping, but don't go shopping. So go shopping and just walk around, enjoy the stores, check things out, but don't actually buy anything. This way you can have part of the enjoyment and part of the fulfillment of actually buying something, but you don't lose any money. So I know this sounds kind of silly, but you know what? If something works and it sounds stupid, it's not stupid. So another mental money hack is going to be the cash trade. So say you're considering buying something and you want to determine how much value it actually has to you as compared to the actual price it is. One simple mental exercise you can do is to think, if I had this item and it was $20, would I rather have the $20 item or $20 in cash? And whatever one you pick over the other is the one that has the higher value for you. So this small exercise can really help you determine what you really value and what brings value to your life. So I am absolutely a person that loves to be frugal and loves practicality, but I also recognize when it's time to spend more money on something. So when I do go shopping and I buy things, I make sure items check certain boxes to make sure that they provide decent value for me. And because of this criteria that I have for certain items, certain companies with a history and with a pedigree of being reliable and good quality and having good warranties, is going to be people like Toyota, Patagonia, and LL Bean. Companies like this make good quality products that last a long time. My philosophy with a lot of items is that I only want to have to buy it once. Okay, so now we've gone through step number 2, moving on to step number 3, and that is going to be time exchange. So when I mean this, it's a similar principle to the last thing we looked at. What you're going to do is you're going to take the time that it would take you to earn the money to pay for the item you're considering and compare that to the actual cost of the item and to see if it's really worth it for you. So for example, let's say you make $10 an hour and you're thinking about buying a pair of shoes that cost $200. You need to think to yourself really hard, is this pair of shoes worth 20 hours of my life? Because essentially what you're doing is you're trading hours of your life for a thing. Is that thing worthwhile? Is that thing a decent value? These are the questions you need to ask yourself, and these are the questions that you need to consider when you buy things. Using this thought process, you can also extend this to your health. So let's say, for example, you go out with your friends and you grab a $5 coffee. Well, you know what, you making $10 an hour, that's only 30 minutes of your time for a coffee, and you enjoy that, and that's going to be a fun time. But the other thing to consider is going to be the calorie intake and how much time you'll need to spend running or working out or doing whatever to burn that off. So assuming the coffee is about 300 calories and you drink the whole thing, well, tough luck, buddy, because you're going to have to spend an extra 30 minutes running to burn off that coffee you just had. So you went from your coffee costing you 30 minutes of your life to your coffee costing you an hour of your life. This step here, in my mind, is one of the most important considerations to make because it involves the most valuable resource of all, and that is time. It's something that you only have a certain amount of, and once it's gone, you can't get it back. Every moment you spend is locked into history. And so it's really important to consider the time things take out of your life. And when you go and spend money frivolously, you're just kind of throwing away some of your time. And I love you guys, I care about you guys, and I want to see you do incredibly, and I want to see you make the very best use of the time that you have. So please, 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 just for me, just think about the time it takes away from your life when you buy stuff like this. Just think about it, just a little bit. Thank you. All right, so on to step 4. This is going to be one of my more personal favorite tricks, and this is going to be to realize your savings. Now, when I say realize your savings, this is what I mean. Whenever you decide not to buy something because its value does not match up to the price it's being sold for, and you decide not to get it, this is where you take the amount of money that this item would have cost from your normal bank account, and then you put it into another bank account separate from all the rest of your money. Doing this is going to make you immediately realize your savings. You're saving, let's say, $10 because you didn't spend $10 on those cool pair of novelty socks with the Minion faces on them. So because you didn't buy Minion socks, you saved $10. But instead of just saying you saved $10, you're actually going to save $10. So if you do this trick, pretty soon you're going to see quite a bit of money stacking up in that other account. And this is one thing you can do that can push this savings even further. When you're saving this money, don't put it in some place that you're going to be able to easily access. Like if you're just putting it into your savings account, I mean, odds are if you see it there, you're probably going to spend it. Actually, this is science too. You are nearly 100% likely to spend money on just stuff if it is within easy access to you. So meaning if it's in your primary bank account, checking, savings, whatever, you are almost guaranteed to spend that. So instead of keeping your money there that you're trying to save, you can do this. Take all the money that you're saving from this little trick here and the other ones that I mentioned earlier and put it into a brokerage account. So if you don't know what a brokerage account is, basically, when you have an account with a stock trading company, you put money in there, and then once that money's been deposited to the account, then you can go ahead and buy stocks and mutual funds and bonds and all that kind of stuff. But instead of doing any of that, instead of investing it, just put it in there. You can just put the money in there, and it should be free to do this. You put the money in there, and then you just let it sit. So as you accumulate more and more money and you're depositing it into your brokerage account, you're not going to touch it. Statistically, you're significantly less likely to touch the money sitting in your investment account versus the money if it was sitting in your checking or savings account. This is a little psychological trick to help you save more money, and once you have saved the money, to actually keep it. All right, so if the last 4 steps have not convinced you to try and save a little bit extra cash, maybe this next one will. Step 5 is going to be to consider the future value of your money. So when you save and invest your money, it's going to grow over time. But if you spend your money, it halts that growth significantly. So for example, you could spend $25 at a restaurant, or you could invest $25 at an average return of 7% over 40 years and have $400 of future money. $400, $25. Which one would you pick? So I understand that's a bit of an extreme example, but if you start to think about things in that nature, like how your actions today are affecting future use money, it's really going to help you realize the big picture and save more money. So finally, if you get to the end of all this, you have gone through steps 1 through 5, all these little tricks and things you can do to trick yourself into saving money, and you still are not saving enough, you're going to have to make more money. That's simply it. Everyone gets to a point where they literally cannot save any more money. So what you should do is shift your focus from saving money to learning how to make more money. Now, I've done several videos on how to do this in different capacities, whether it's through your job, whether it's on your own and side hustles. And those are two great avenues to start on. And I'm going to link both of those videos in the description, and they'll also be linked up here somewhere too for you to click on those. But what's really going to help you out is to start bringing in more cash. So at any given time, I'm going to have 2 or 3 side hustles going on. So right now, my 2 biggest winners are going to be my tax business and my insurance business. And really, these are incredible because I can do them whenever I want to and bring in some extra cash. And of these 2, my insurance business is definitely going to be the best performer out of all of them. So it varies from client to client, but whatever I'm doing in insurance, I make between $500 and $1,000 per hour doing it. Now, this is a side hustle and it can be inconsistent, but I found that this is a great thing for me to be able to do, to pick up and do what I need to earn some extra cash. And you'll find a lot of the time that side hustles can actually have a higher earning rate than your normal job. But again, side hustles are side hustles, and most of the time they can be really inconsistent. So I hope you all enjoyed today. I hope you got a lot of value out of what I had to say. And I want to thank you for sitting around and listening to a funny looking redhead for a whole 15-ish minutes. I know it's challenging. But I just need you to know one thing very quickly, and that is smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Here at Nate Buck, we leave no like button unsmashed. So please do your part. Put in a like button smash, and that'll be okay. With that being said, guys, I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.